Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here from QBKing77.com, here to do an unboxing and first impressions of the Idol 3 from Alcatel OneTouch. Now this phone's not even available yet. It's available for early pre-sale, and that early pre-sale price is $199. Now this early pre-sale is going to end April 20th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So today, actually, it's going to end. And then on April 21st, it's going to start the actual pre-sale, which is going to go for $249. I'll, of course, post much more information in the description. I'll link to everything. You can buy it from Amazon. You can buy it straight from the Alcatel OneTouch website. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy unboxed, and I want to give you some first impressions as well. Alright, so let's get going. You'll see, here's the box. It's a somewhat larger box than most phones that you're used to, but it's some really cool packaging. So let's check it out. You have slide to unlock, as you saw earlier. So unlocked, and then down at the bottom here, there's magnets. So you'll see these circles right here, they're magnets, so it closes very securely. Let's go ahead and slide this open, and you'll see you have unlock bright, you have unlock unexpected up at the top here, and then some flaps. Gives you information about it while you're opening it, about the display, about the front-facing speakers, and then let's go ahead and you'll see unlock moments. Pull this down, and here's the device. Wow, so kind of cool, a neat experience at least opening this guy up. Gives you some other specs down here, and then down at the bottom flap, you'll see 13 megapixel camera with Sony IMX214 sensor as well. Now you'll see it says live unlocked, kind of seems their motto with this device. And then here is the device itself. It's got some stickers on the back, so I'm going to take those off real quick. Alright, so I got these stickers off of it, so let's flip it on over, and here it is, the Idol 3 by Alcatel OneTouch. Feels pretty light in your hand, actually, very nice looking. I actually do like it a lot. But anyways, real quick, let's check out what's in the rest in the box, and I'm actually going to turn this on and see the power button's actually in the upper left hand corner, kind of interesting. And while it turns on, I'll show you guys what the rest is in the box. You guys can just kind of see it, watch it boot up while it's in there. Anyways, looks like this would be the press kit if I had to guess. You have a SIM ejector right here, and probably for the micro SD card slot as well. You have an AC adapter, Alcatel OneTouch. See it booting on up still. And of course, micro USB 2.0 cable. Feels like it's going to be longer than the standard one. And then, of course, you actually do have headphones, so that's kind of neat that they included headphones. And you got some extra earpieces as well. So let's go ahead and show you these real quick. Look pretty cool, actually. So you'll see, partnered with JBL and got some JBL headphones, which is actually a technology they use in their front-facing speakers. So interesting. I actually do like these. Hopefully they work well for me, and I'll let you guys know how they are in my full review, of course. But anyways, phone is on, and we are at the startup screen. So you'll see here we are on Lollipop now. But before we get into the software, I kind of want to talk about the hardware anyways. So it feels really good in my hand. I actually do like it a lot. So you'll see actually the power button is in the upper left-hand corner here, and then the volume rockers are in the upper right-hand corner. So when you hold it, you're probably going to have to adjust your hand to press either of these three buttons. Those are the only physical buttons on there, so the screen's going to have on-screen buttons, of course. Checking it out, I really love this design of the front-facing speakers, actually. This is pretty much the design I wish I would have seen in a device like the HTC One M9, so very cool. Hopefully they sound great. They're actually dual 1.2 watt front-facing JBL stereo speakers, so we'll test those out and check those out. On the back, nice feel to it. You do have that 13 megapixel main camera, like I said, on the back with the IMX214 Sony sensor, and then you have an actual 8 megapixel wide angle front camera on the front. And then finally up at the top, you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And down at the bottom, you have your micro USB 2.0 charging slot. You'll see a microphone down at the bottom and a microphone up at the top. That's kind of important to note. And then also on the power button side, the left side, you'll see a slot right here for both your SIM card and your micro SD card as well. So you'll see you can have both in there. So it does have expandable storage. It comes with 16 gigabytes of internal storage, has 2 gigabytes of RAM as well. Let's turn on the device. Like I said, you have a 5.5 inch full HD IPS display, so it's a 1080p display. Really cool. Let's go ahead and go through the startup screen. All right, so these top two are actually mine. I'm going to connect to it real quick. You'll see it. You have the stock Lollipop keyboard. All right, now connected to Wi-Fi. Going to go ahead and hit next. You can set up your Google account. I'm not going to right now. I'm going to skip through that. Go ahead and hit more, hit next. So right now, really cool. You see you can change your location settings as well. Go ahead and hit next. Finished. That was real quick. Of course, I didn't set up a Google account. Now just say got it, and it looks like they do have an overlay. So let's go ahead and check out the device. This is actually pre-release software, so just kind of keep that in mind when you're watching me kind of run through some things. You'll see very stock Lollipop looking, very interesting. Let's go into settings here. I'll get to that in just a second. Go to About Phone. You'll see it is on Android 5.0.2 out of the box, so real nice that they have it on Lollipop right away, as it should be, of course. Anyways, it has a 2,910 milliamp hour battery. So they also say that it gets 13 hours talk time and 600 hours standby time. I'll talk more in depth about it once I get my full review up, which will be very soon, so stay tuned for that. Now also for internals, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor. Yes, it has LTE as well. Like I said, I'll post all more information if you want to know carrier compatibility, the bands, etc. So obviously I don't have a SIM card in, so it says emergency calls only. Let's go back home. Go to settings. You'll see very material design around it. Really cool. Kind of like their own custom apps, but also very similar to the material design of stock Lollipop. So I really actually initially like it a lot. The icons, I'm not a huge fan of, but they're not too bad. Let's go ahead and check out the camera application. So of course, swipe down for the, let's go ahead and take a quick picture of this. Unlock expected. Cool. So let's go ahead and focus over there. Take a picture there, and then you see you have a back button, a video recording, flash. You can flip to the front-facing camera, so like I said, 8 megapixel. Hey guys, there you go. Wow, so it seems like it takes a very low shutter lag, so it seems to take them very quickly. Let's go ahead and flip back. Menu here. Auto mode, HDR panorama, manual mode, so that's kind of nice for those of you. Scanner, face beauty, and even more settings, so it takes you into this actual settings screen. So various things that you can edit. Video quality, I believe it only has up to HD 1080p, which is fine because really no one essentially needs 4K yet, just because not a lot of people have 4K monitors. Let's see if I can swipe over. Oh good, I can. So you can swipe over, of course, to get to your gallery and check out some of those pictures. So let's go ahead and check some of out. So there's that selfie picture. Zooming in, you'll see unlock unexpected, some nice colors. Screen looks really good. Honestly, I do like this. It's not too large. Like I said, it's a 5.5 inch display, but I mean, overall, looks pretty solid to me. Let's go back home. All right, so now I just kind of want to show off a couple very quick software features, one of them being that it's reversible. So now a lot of people might say, what does that mean? Maybe, for example, if you get a phone call, it's a very symmetrical device, you'll see, so you can put it up to your ear upside down if you have it reversible. And I noted earlier that it has microphones on the top and bottom here, so you can put it up to your ear. It has stereo speakers, so the sound's going to come out of either one, whatever orientation you have against your face. Now also, here's the lock screen, a little bit very similar to stock Lollipop, but with some added features. So you'll see you can go to the camera application right there. You have the dialer right here as well. You have a couple other options. You'll see QR code right there. Tap to add a contact, touch again to take a selfie, touch again to play music, and touch again to open the calculator. I don't know if I can swipe away from it to open it. It looks like you just have to double tap on it to open that specific application, which is fine. So you'll see, there we go. Opens up the calculator very quickly. Awesome. Also, like I said, reversible is on. Check this out. It'll reverse the user interface as well if I flip it upside down. So check this animation out. Isn't that pretty sweet? I actually really like that. I think that's cool. So, I mean, if you pick it up upside down, you'll see it doesn't feel, the weight doesn't feel unevenly distributed. It's actually very evenly distributed, so it's okay using the device actually upside down like this. And since it's so symmetrical, it doesn't look goofy or anything like that. So there you have it. That's really nice. And then finally, one last thing I want to go into settings. Like I said, it's very similar to stock Lollipop with just added features, some gestures right here. One I wanted to show off. You see, turn over to mute, turn over to activate snooze, or double tap screen. I haven't tested this one yet, so double tap screen. You'll see a nice feature added because You can double tap it to turn it on and off. Looks like you can't double tap to turn off from the lock screen, which is not a big deal because it'll time out. But because that power button is a little high up on the device, you won't have to actually move your hand. You can just double tap on, I'm assuming, the home launcher, or double tap on the lock screen, and you're good to go. So that's about it for software features. All right, now finally, I just kind of wanted to give some initial first impressions on the front-facing stereo quality speakers. I'll do a much more in-depth review of them when I post my actual review. I'll compare them to the M9, the Nexus 6, other front-facing stereo phones. But you'll see folders kind of have a fold animation to them. You'll see there's about as many apps as it can hold. Now let's go ahead and go into the stock browser. You'll see it had Chrome. It comes with Chrome, but also you do have a stock browser here. So now I'm going to go to YouTube and then go ahead and it's a little tough to type with this, but nice that they included some stock Google apps, etc. So browser right here. Okay, so here's just a quick song. This is actually the song I use for my intro and outro. Let's go ahead and turn up the sound. I don't know if it's okay. It's about halfway right now. My mic is actually kind of blocked right now. It's near my mouth, kind of. So I'm gonna probably put the phone by it. So let's kind of go fast forward a little bit. It's pretty loud right now. Alright, so thumbs up on first impressions for me. Of course I'm going to listen to a bunch of different types of music, but overall that sounded clear. It got loud, front facing, you can't beat that, and the look of it. This is easily one of the best looking front facing speakers on any phone, at least in my opinion. I think it looks sleek. You do have on-screen buttons. Let's go to the recent running apps button so we can go through. You see you have a clean all button. Let's go to the settings one, which was the last one used. That was fairly quick. Let's go back. Let's go to the dialer. Wow, it's still got the, of course, the dial that I did earlier. Go to messaging, very quick multitasking. Of course, it's right out of the box, doesn't really have any apps installed, so I mean, it's going to be fluid. I will, like I said, do a full review in the near future. Hopefully this kind of gave you an idea if you want to do the pre-sale, the early pre-sale for $199. If not, I would say, I mean, I'd give it a thumbs up, at least on first impressions. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe. Like I said, a review coming soon. Follow me at Facebook, Twitter, Google+. All links in the description of the video below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.